All right, well, so today is our Rigs and Coffee event. Apparently we're gonna have over 250 rigs here, so I thought it'd be a good time to walk around some of the vehicles we have here before everybody shows up, just to point out a little bit of what we got. If you remember at More Expo, I think it was last year or the year before, we kind of did themed builds. So rather than just kind of shotgunning and saying, oh, here's a cool rig, it was more of a purpose built. Like we had the Overlander, which was that blue Tacoma over there, which was kind of a very purpose-built rig. And then we had different ones that were more of like the daily, the weekender, different stuff like that. This one we had just set up just before that, and realized we never did a video on it. So this is a 2021 Ford F250 with the 6.7 Power Stroke and the trimmer package on it. This is what we've kind of termed, obviously it's a F250 Power Stroke, so tow pig. Makes sense. One of the other businesses that I have, we got to move a skid steer and heavy equipment. So a Tundra or anything in the Toyota world, or even, you know, any other truck really, just didn't fit the bill for me. And years ago, we started doing research when we were going to branch outside of Toyota, and which manufacturer really wanted to highlight on, of course, aside from Jeep, because that was something that we were already doing. And with Ford releasing the Bronco at the time, them really putting energy behind the Ranger, the F-150 reliability going through the roof as compared to what it was in the 2012 and earlier era, or realistically speaking 2016 or so, an earlier era. And then of course the F-250 F-350 chassis from 17 and on just being pretty much an absolutely phenomenal truck. It was kind of a no-brainer for us. And so this has actually ended up being my personal vehicle to tow with, and kind of a multi-part display vehicle for events or putting four-wheel camper in the back of it. And it has actually now become the most favorite vehicle I've ever owned, which is shocking because I have owned every iteration of Toyota that there is. But as far as a singular vehicle to do basically everything I need a vehicle to do in real world, real life, how comfortable it is, how it drives, even fuel economy, shocker, I know. I love it. It's freaking incredible. So to the truck, it is a 21 F250, like I said, with the trimmer package and the 6.7 Power Stroke. Our intent on this truck was to basically do something that could very comfortably hit all fire service roads, basically any trail that's not extremely tight. Be super capable, but still tow great, still drive great from a daily use standpoint. Kind of a really all around, and then be able to put a ton of weight behind it and not worry about it. So in my head, I really wanted to do 40s or 38s because it could fit pretty easily, but 37s was the choice, and not an extreme 37, something that is got great traction off-road, still great on-road characteristics, and enough ply there to serve as tires that can tow weight behind it and have a lot of tongue weight as well. So 37 Toyos, because we love Toyos. And the suspension we went with is kind of a mix between two of our favorites for the full-size world. So this is these are two brands that we use almost exclusively for anything Ram, all the Silverados and F-250s, and all the Ford trucks. So it is all of the Carli kit out. So it's got Carli torsion sway bar, it's got the Carli springs, and all of the Carli kit out along with that. But we went with the Dobinson MRR shocks. These are adjustable, high speed, low speed compression, dampening, rebound, all fully adjustable shocks. They are, in our opinion, far superior to the other, say Kingpin tops, and definitely the Carli shocks that you can get, or even the Foxes. We won't get into that. That's just an opinion. We can argue about it later. But we love Dobinsons. Their shocks, especially for us guys in the Midwest here, they don't rust out. We have only had to warranty, I think, 2 shocks ever from Dobinsons, and we've been installing Dobinsons since 2015, and we've probably sold over $5 million worth of Dobinson shocks, at least. It's all we run in all of our rigs. Love them. So this is the fairly new to market Dobinson MRRs, specifically for this truck. They've got great travel in the rear, which paired with the Carli Progressive leaf pack, and then we've got a airbag kit that we kind of custom modified so that it is free travel. So when it flexes down, it doesn't limit the travel from the bag because it's, fixed from the frame to the axle. And these are the 1,000-pound over springs. Reason being is that most of the time this has either a four-wheel camper slide-in, which is anywhere from 1,000 to 1,300 pounds, or a topper and a bunch of gear in it. So we needed to be able to still retain towing capacity, but more particularly tongue weight. So we could put a trailer on it that had 1,400 pounds of tongue weight and not have the truck squatting. So it's kind of finding that fine line of a truck that would drive really great, not super harsh, be able to tow heavy weight, but then can go off-road and doesn't beat you to pieces, which is kind of difficult to do. But with this setup, it is so comfortable. I've had multiple guys that have had all sorts of different lift kits in F250s and F350s that have jumped in this truck and driven it and said, wow, that's one of the best driving F250s I've ever been in. It's awesome. So that's kind of our suspension setup that's on it. We've got Method race wheels. These are the 321s. These are their HD setups. So yeah, they're awesome. As you guys know, every truck we do has Method race wheels because they're the best, and Patrick's the man, and everybody there is cool, and their wheels are amazing. And I can go on and on, but that's what we've got on those. And then on the front of the truck, Descent Off-Road is absolutely my favorite bumper that is available for these trucks. They are just, I mean, I absolutely love the design. I love the modular aspect of it, being a three-piece, so if something happens, I can just take the wing off of it if need be. And the way that they do their shackle point here, recovery point, it is a direct frame pull, so Ben and the guys put a lot of time and energy into making this bumper not only fit really tight to the truck, still be able to fit a winch, but be extremely structurally sound. I've used this to winch many things before, including this truck out of a mud hole with weight behind it, and it worked. So inside of it, we've got a come-up winch. It's the 12.5. We tried to make the 16.5 fit, but with come-up, it would not. So if you were to go with a Warn or something like that, it'd probably fit just because of the way that the control box is. It is just like that tight. We got diode lighting. This one wasn't going to be like a really extreme build, so we just wired it into the factory aux switches that come in these Fords, which is super neato. And so yeah, we got this linkable SS5s from Diodes, and I mean that's the bulk of it. The rest of the stuff that we did was just some basic reliability modifications to the truck. We did a large transmission pan for additional fluid capacity and cooling. And yeah, just reliability mods. We went through the whole front end. We did the Apex. They've got just a full drag link, full steering setup, track bar, everything like that from them. Super, super beefy lifetime ball joints and all that jazz. So they're killer. We went through the hubs, rebuilt those, upgraded the brakes just for towing. But aside from that, it's a predominantly stock truck. We did wrap it. The guys, Alex over at Detail Doctors, wrapped it with me. I actually helped him do this truck, and I forget, this is I forget which color it was. It was a film that we had here. It was actually, this color is what we wrapped our 2017 4Runner back in 2019, I think it was. No, excuse me, that'd have been 2018. So we had some extra film left over, so I just ordered a little bit more and then wrapped it. So this is kind of the truck. Like I said, pretty basic, pretty simple, but this thing is so capable off-road, very comfortable on-road, and yeah, it's just been a phenomenal truck. It's got 188,000 miles on it. It's been extremely reliable, zero issues. And if you were wondering, the build was sponsored by Adventure Motors Racing Division, by Four Wheel Campers, by Method Race Wheels, by Detail Doctors, and Diode Dynamics. Y'all are cool. You're awesome. Thanks for being a part of the build, and not just this one, many, many others. It's been a great conglomeration with you folks on some other stuff, so thank you for being a part of it. And this is our 2021 very simple tow pig build F250. Cheers.